How to stop hating yourself. Well, the first thing that I want to point out is that you don't really hate yourself. You hate the idea of yourself. You hate the concept of yourself. You hate the image of yourself. You don't actually hate yourself. And this happens when we don't really know who we are. And it's better put that we don't know what we are. When we don't know what we are, we're living in ignorance. We're ignoring our true nature. So then what happens is we believe ourselves to be the body, the mind, this mind-made sense of self, our personality, our story, the idea of ourself, the concept of ourself, what other people tell us that we are, who other people believe that we are, our future, our dreams, our past. All of this is not you. It's not the true you. So we're really just hating the false self. And until we actually realize the true self, then yeah, we could be holding on to a lot of hate. So that's really the ultimate solution to the problem of self-hatred. But we can give you some more practical things to do, which is going to help you along that journey. If that's something that you're into, is actually discovering what you truly are, your true essence, the nature of what you are, going down to the core level, getting to the source of what you are. I won't put that in this video. I've got other videos on my channel that you can check out that talk about enlightenment, talk about self-realization, right? Realizing the real self. So check those out if you're interested in it. But let's talk more on a relative level of self-hate. What is self-hate? Right? Self-hate is really, it's really not accepting yourself. It's an aversion. It's a resistance to what is, right? To what is. So when we don't accept all parts of ourself, if we don't accept our body, if we don't accept our mind, if we don't accept this freckle, if we don't accept this wrinkle, if we don't accept life, the circumstances that we're dealt with, we're dealt, we're given. If we don't accept that, then like I said, as we start hating ourselves, but we're not really hating ourselves. We're hating the situation that we're in, right? We're hating the circumstance. We're hating the past. We're hating the present opportunities, whatever it is. It's not really what you are. But unless we accept all parts of ourselves, then there's always going to be this not accepting, this aversion, this resistance, this rejection. And really, that's what self-hate really is when we look at it. Is it not rejection to hate yourself? Am I not rejecting myself if I'm hating myself? Hate is destructive. I'm not supporting the life that I am. I'm destructive. Hatred is destructive. Name one good thing that comes from hating yourself. There are none. So see that there's no benefit. There's no benefit to hating yourself. Love is what's needed, but acceptance is needed. in order for there to be love. And what I'm saying is hate is literally rejection. If we don't accept ourselves, then we're rejecting ourselves. So then we deal with this hate. This hate. I hate myself. I'm angry at myself, right? It's like you're turning on yourself. Like I said, it's this aversion. You're resisting yourself. You're not accepting just what is. Hate usually comes with anger and judgment, right? When we judge, right, we're placing conditions on ourselves. When we judge, we're separating ourselves, dividing ourselves. This is good, this is bad. So we create more division within ourselves. And the more divided we are, well, then you're going to really feel this aversion, because aversion needs two things. And what we're really searching for, what we really want, is we want wholeness. We want completeness, right? And that's what I said at the start of the video, is your true self is already whole and complete. It just needs to be realized, right? But the more we can accept all parts of ourselves, well, that gives us a chance of feeling whole. Definitely, if you gave me a pizza and I send you back half the pizza, I'm always left with half of a pizza. I'm always going to feel like I've got an incomplete pizza. My pizza's not whole. But what happened? I rejected half of it. I judged it. Well, you put pepperonis on half the pizza and I don't eat meat. I'm judging it. That's not good for me. That's bad, right? I don't like that, right? And this is what kind of gets in our way. These judgments, this criticism, these opinions, these preferences, right, that we place on ourselves. That's creating an inner conflict, right? Look at the wars that happen, right? There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of hate. One nation against another, right? Judging this one, judging that one, right? The root of it, it's all about one nation's beliefs or one leader's beliefs compared to the other, right? So a lot of the hate that you have for yourself, it's coming from, again, the root cause. If we looked at the start of the video, it's the belief. We're believing ourselves to be this when that's not true, right? When we believe something to be true that's not true, everything that we stack on top of it, it's like the house of cards kind of thing. It's going to fall. We're building it all on a lie, right? But I want you to see very clearly, because this can kind of stop it in its tracks, is see that there's no benefit to hating yourself. There's no benefit to hating yourself. And you see that there's these kind of other feelings that all kind of surround around this, what we can say is hate, what we can say is rejection. Rejection, then we have hate, then we have anger, right? Then we have guilt, right? We've got frustration, all these things. We're hurting ourselves. We're hurting ourselves. Like I said, it's destructive. See that you're hurting yourself by hating yourself, right? And you don't deserve that. Doesn't matter what you did. You don't deserve to hurt yourself. So when you see it like this, then I've mentioned this in other videos, is then you become interested in self-care, being more compassionate, being more understanding, being more accepting, right? You start off with acceptance. Starts with acceptance, right? Start with acceptance now that you're accepting more of yourself. You're really being with what's present. You can feel this destructive behavior, this destructive energy. Be with it. You can understand what's going on, right? And then it has the potential to blossom, to become much more healing if you continue to open up and experience the love that you are. Hate is quite the opposite of love. Wouldn't you agree? Your true self is love. And that's what I said, is when we are hating ourselves, we're not really hating ourselves. It's not possible. We're hating the illusion of what we believe to be true, believe to be real. But it's an illusion. It's not the real you. Which is why I said, if you're interested, if you're curious, well then I want to know, what is the real me? I think that I thought that I knew what I was, or who I was, but no, right? But if you don't want to do that, then start with the acceptance, because at least with the acceptance, then you won't continue hurting yourself, because we hurt ourselves when we reject ourselves, and we reject ourselves because we don't accept ourselves. So at least with accepting yourself, you'll stop hurting yourself. And when you're not hurting yourself, well, then you start supporting your life, which then there's the possibility to enjoy life. You can't enjoy life if you're hurting yourself. You are life. You're literally hurting yourself as life. How could you enjoy life when you're hurting life? You can't. So hopefully this is an eye-opener and allows you to get some insight. But insight alone is not enough. It just opens your eyes to get some insight. But it takes looking within. It takes having the courage to be with yourself and sit with that hatred, sit with that energy, that destructive energy, and really start feeling it. And you'll know that something's off. You'll know that something's off, and you'll know that this can't go on. You'll know that there's no benefit to this, that there's nothing that's good that's coming out of it. And you'll then want to change. You'll want to change those patterns. You'll gain the insight. You'll see the patterns. It's through acceptance that we can only change. You can't change what you can't accept. You accept it. Okay, now I accepted it. Thank you. Now I can change it. And then you start becoming more and more accepting of yourself. And you'll start seeing that aversion to yourself, that inner conflict, that inner resistance will start to decrease. Slowly but surely, it'll start to decrease. And you'll notice that you don't nearly have as much self-hate anymore. You're not going to be feeling as guilty, as frustrated, as angry, as jealous, as hatred. Is the key is acceptance. It's like you can kill those 5 birds with one stone, right? But it's up to you to actually change that pattern and to practice acceptance. And acceptance starts with you. I'll see you in the next one.